Hello and welcome. I wanted to show you the new process that we have for submitting studio projects. So let me share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, so as you're looking here, I have the OLS and I've already pulled up the assignment 4.05 Studio, which is this example of two style paintings. So the first thing it says here is there's going to be a new studio submission procedure, the video instructions. There's no link there because I'm making the video right now. So this will be an active link to get to the video you're watching. Remember these steps carefully. And I have my screen split so that I can refer back to these steps as I move forward. Be sure the project is complete to the best of your ability and make sure that you put in the time and effort so that you are proud of the end result. So pretty much make sure your project is done and you are happy and proud of the work you did. The second one is make sure you take good quality photos. I've already done this. And it says, remember, good lighting, hold still, take multiple photos. Sculptures you want to take from multiple angles. 2D art you want to take from different distances. So I've already done the main photos, but I did want to show you how to take a picture of something up close. So I'm going to click on my camera app. And if you need more instructions than this tutorial for this, you can always go and click right here on this link and that will take you to a full length video. So here is one of the pieces of artwork that I'm going to use. I've already taken it at full size. So I'm just going to use my camera and I'm going to zoom in and get a close-up picture. There's a little bit of a shadow from my camera in this situation. I can turn that on and get rid of some of it, and I'll take the picture. Okay. Now, if I was using my webcam camera, let me see here. I have to, in Zoom, turn off my video. I can switch up here and use my webcam video. So I also have this second painting. So I need to do an up close. So I'm going to hold it up really tight and close to the camera and snap the picture. Now, obviously, these paintings are not complete. So I will close my camera app. So you would want to make sure that your camera is, or your paintings are complete before you do this. But I still have days of instructing to do before this is done. But I wanted to get this video ready. So I have taken my pictures and I've taken them from multiple distances. So step 3 is to download the Studio Project template. So right here is this template. So I'll click on this and I will hit save. And that's going to download it to my downloads folder down here at the bottom of my screen. I can double click to open that up. Okay, now I'm going to shrink this down so we can do both things here at the same time as I'm reading the instructions. So the first thing it tells us after we have downloaded it is we're going to do a save as. So I'm going to go File and down to Save. Oh, I'm sorry. Mine, if I go back in here, it tells me that I don't have rights to edit. So I have to enable the editing first. So I'm going to click Enable Editing. Now, when I go to File, I can go to Save As. And over here, I'm going to give it a name. So I'm going to name this with the naming conventions of last name, comma, space, first name, space, hyphen, and then the project or assignment title, 4.05 Studio. Okay, just like that, that's perfect. Now, I have my downloads folder. If you prefer to change the location, if you have it or your files organized on your computer in a different way, perhaps you're in documents and then you have folders for each of your classes, you can change the location where you're going to store that. So I'm going to leave it in downloads for right now with my proper file name and hit save. Okay, so now I am ready to start editing. The first thing after you have saved it, you're going to then, step 5 says, complete the template. Feel free to be creative and redesign the template as you would like. You can redesign it any way you would want, but please make sure that when you do redesign it, you don't lose any of the content. So artwork by, first thing I'm going to do is insert my name. Okay. Now, again, I could decorate this however I want or put in backgrounds, whatever I want to do. But I'm going to go simple right now. You can go and be creative. I'm going to go to slide number 2. And slide number 2 says insert good quality photos or videos of your finished artwork below. Remember, sculptures have multiple angles and two-dimensional artwork has 2 different distances. So I'm going to go up here to the Insert tab, and I'm going to go to Images, and I'm going to choose Pictures from this device. To find your pictures, you're going to go to Pictures under this PC, and all of your pictures should be here. If you're looking for the ones we just took, they would be in a folder called Camera Roll. So I'm going to start here, and some of the pictures that I need, well, I need all of these actually. So I need my reference picture, my paintings, and my up-close paintings. This is my brushwork, so I'm going to include that too. Insert. So now I have all of these pictures here. I'm going to insert another slide. And I'm just going to draw and clear that off because I don't need that stuff there. So I'm going to start by pulling pictures that go together. So this one, and actually this is a detail of this one. So I'm going to cut those. Control X cuts them off, and I'll paste them over here. You can really manipulate this however you want. If you are more familiar with PowerPoint, but this is my painting, and this is my up close version of my painting. Okay, and then on this one, this is my brushwork, and these are my impressionist, post-impressionist paintings. So I will do the same. There's my big painting. There's my up close. And I'll adjust that in a minute. And then I'm going to take these two, cut them, and put them on a new slide as well. If you are struggling with this process by any means at all, please reach out to me in office hours or let me know you need help and we can go through it in class. I can refer you to the video, whatever we need to do to make you successful at this. All right, I'm going to flip this because I have more space on this side and I don't need those instructions. So better to make my painting bigger. So now I have my artwork slide that tells me who it is, a couple of pictures of each of the paintings that we did, some of my information, including my reference image. Okay. The next slide here is your artist statement. So it says, remember the 3 to 5 rule, right? 3 to 5 well-written sentences about your artwork. Now, if you slide all the way to the right, I put some prompt ideas here on the right side. So if you're struggling, you can use some of these. So let's see here. I'm going to click here and thinking about my prompt idea. What is your favorite part of the artwork? What is your least favorite part? What was your inspiration for creating the piece? So you have 2 paintings to compare. Perhaps your artist statement will say something like, my favorite part of this artwork, how about of this project, was the impressionistic style painting. And don't forget to spell check. Okay, my favorite part of the project was the impressionistic style painting. I enjoyed the freeing brush strokes and expressive colors. I like the outcome of both paintings. I think it is interesting to see how 2 compositions, 2, let's say, similar compositions can look so different due to style. Okay, so it doesn't like, oh, okay, I can put that in. And I use Grammarly, so it's helping me figure out my writing here. It doesn't like the clear. Okay, it thinks it's too wordy and not clear. I think it is interesting to see how two similar compositions can look so different due to. I'm going to leave that. I think it's perfectly fine. All right, so that becomes, there we go. That becomes my artist statement. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences there that are well written, and express my feelings about this painting process. Again, you could talk about, if you were going to do this again, what you would do differently, describe what you did to create the artwork. So you could go through the process. What are some of the concepts that you learned while creating this? You could express any of those thoughts that you want. You're just going to write 3 to 5 sentences about your artwork. And then slide number 6. Slide 6 is the self-assessment. I made this a little bigger so we can see. So it says here, do I have the 2 simple subject matter drawings with the well thought out, organized composition? So I have 2 of the same drawings. So I feel like I did pretty well on this. So I'm going to come over here to the yellow box at the side, and I'm going to say that it was exceptional and I need 10 points. So I'm going to click there, double click if you have to, and put in a 10. And I'll stretch this box just a little bit so it stays there. And then the next criteria was painting in the realistic or naturalist style. So I think my painting of the realist naturalist style was done well with the proper brush strokes and proper color combinations. It matches fairly well with the reference picture. So I think I also did exceptional. So I'm going to give myself a 10 there. And I'm going to go down to my third criteria, which was the impressionist or post-impressionist style painting. Well, I'm going to, for example purposes, I think I'm off to a good start, but I'm definitely not finished. And I think I'm doing an okay job. So let's say it's proficient. I'm making an attempt to create this using those things. So that would be 8 points. So I'm going to go right over here and double click, and it would go 8 out of 10. Down at the bottom, you're going to figure out your total. So I'm going to stretch this box a little bit. Out of 30 should be my total. If I had a 10, 10, and an 8, that means I ended up with a 28 out of 30. So then I'm going to do the math. So I'm going to get my calculator. And I'm going to put in 28 divided by 30. And that gives me a 93%. So I'm going to come down here and I'll put 93%. 93 amounts to, with our grading scale, an A. So now I have completed my self-assessment. If I was to fill out this grade, this would be the grade that I would receive for the project. I will use the same assessment tool when I actually grade your assignment so we can see how closely we agree or disagree about how well we did on these projects. Now that this is done, I've completed the template. I'm going to go over here, and it does say to save often. So I'm going to go File and Save. And then step 7 is to upload the file here. So I would go here. You will have the opportunity then to submit this file. Since I am working in the teacher side of things, I don't have that option. Let's see, unless I click here, perhaps. There we go. I just have to click into the assignment. All right, and then I can scroll down, hit the upload button. I will go into, I saved this just in the download section, and it was Goswick Jenny 4.05, open. Double check your file if you want to make any comments or let me know, and then simply hit the submit button, and your assignment will be submitted successfully. Again, if you have any concerns or questions about this process, please reach out and let me know. I will be happy to help you in office hours, walk you through email, set up a special meeting, whatever it takes so that you can be successful. Thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed this project as much as I